guys, and welcome back to the Love Letters from Lincoln podcast. This is your host speaking, Lincoln Olmstead, and today I have a special guest with me. This is Audrey, also known, or if you guys have seen her around on Instagram before, Audrey, wait, we just talked about this, Nails by Audrey.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So we are going to talk all about nail art today, the creative process, all that fun stuff. So Audrey, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, this is my first time doing something like this, so I'm a little nervy.
Okay.
But, yeah, I have been on Instagram forever, but just, like, recently, I guess within, like, the last year and a half, almost 2 years, I guess, have started, like, a nail account and started doing nails more, like, full-time and professionally and stuff, and that's, like, the Nails by Audrey. So, yeah, I do nails, I work at a little boba shop, I am a businesswoman.
Yes,
I've had so many little businesses for so long, but this is like kind of what I want to do, I think, like long term-ish. So.
Yeah, I love that. Audrey, wait, when did you start? Because I remember I came to you when you were still practicing, kind of.
Yes, yeah, so that was like the very beginning. So I personally started doing nails like it would have been my freshman year of high school because I started getting my nails done in like 8th grade, and then we moved, so I couldn't go to that salon anymore, and I was like, you know what, me and my mom, we're gonna teach ourselves. So we ended up getting all the stuff and like teaching ourselves to do our nails from like freshman year of high school. We were doing like solid color stuff. It wasn't like nail art. It was just like solid colors and stuff. But then I had a couple people, I think Angel was like the first one that I did because she was like, your nails are always so fun when you come in here, like you should do mine. And so Angel's a girl that we both worked with.
At Springy Jeans.
Yes, love Angel.
Yes, love you, Angel, miss you.
Yes, but anyway, so I just started doing it for other people, just kind of for fun. But yeah, I've been doing it for like maybe, I want to say like 7 years or 8. Like I don't even know how long it's been since we were freshmen in high school.
That's awesome.
That long.
Yeah, I remember working at Springy Jeans. I would come into my shift and you'd be doing Grant's nails.
Yes, I was doing his nails. I honestly miss doing his nails because he's the only guy I've ever done them for, and it's so much fun.
That's
it's
awesome.
Like just getting to like make them pampered and like feel good. It's so
Do you ever do Braden's?
I don't, and he won't let me.
No,
he won't let me. I know.
Wedding gift.
I know.
Can we talk about that on here?
Yes, of course.
Do you want to share the news?
I guess so. Literally, I got engaged like last week. So Braden is my fiance. I think that's literally the first time I've said that because I keep forgetting. And saying boyfriend. But I guess I shouldn't say that.
So does Hallie. She's always like, shoot, fiance.
Literally all of my nail girls have corrected me all week. They're like, don't you mean fiance? I'm like, I guess so. Yeah, no, but it's so good. His name's Braden. He's a drummer. He makes music. Like, he started as a drummer, but now he's kind of making his own music. He lives in LA right now, but we met in high school here. And so we've been together for almost 5 years now.
Oh, so he went to high school here?
Well, we both went to high school like an hour and a half from here. So it's pretty close. But I went to middle school and elementary school in Springfield. So I've been around, but he's from like Colorado. And Arkansas. He's kind of been in those places, but he moved here for high school too. So cool. Yeah, we started dating in high school.
That's awesome. Okay, before we get into our weekly report, let's talk about, okay, you said you work at a boba shop still, which I still have not been to that boba shop. Tell them tell them what shop it is.
Guys.
And your favorite drink.
Guys, let me put you on.
Yes, please.
Because like, I have never had any boba like this in my life. Like, I didn't like black boba, like the little black tapioca. I hated it until I had theirs. It's Society on Sunshine. I'm there on Monday and Wednesday. Come find me.
Awesome.
But I do it as kind of like a break in between my nails so that I can like walk around and not be sitting every day because I do nails every other day of the week. So it's just like a nice little fun break. But my favorite's the matcha brown sugar. Okay. The matcha's so good there. I didn't like matcha till I had that one either.
Yeah, it's hard to find good matcha.
It's so good, guys.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay.
I trust. Yeah. Okay. Just trust me.
Okay, we will be popping in for sure because I still have not. Okay. Okay. I did want to know. This is so random, but what is your favorite restaurant in Springfield, Missouri? Because I feel like we have some like cute little spots here and there, but you never expect, you know.
Honestly, I'd say my favorite is kind of bougie, but like when you have like an event you can go, but it's Bowie. It's like the Korean barbecue, but it's like kind of expensive. But so I don't go there unless it's like birthday or like anniversary type stuff. But when I do go, it's where it's at. It's like been there. It's like you make your own like Korean barbecue like in front of you. So like you cook the meats, you cook like all different ingredients, and then you like eat it. It's just so fun to like do with somebody. Fun, yeah. So I'd say that's probably my favorite. Okay. And then obviously Society boba. I have that constantly. So
what is your favorite place to go when you're visiting Braden?
Yeah. So in LA, there's a place. It's called Holy Roly, and it's got like rolled ice cream and matcha, and I do love their matcha too. And then I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any like restaurants. Well, there's like a all you can eat sushi place that we've been to a couple times. It's good. I think it's called Here Fishy Fishy. So that one's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but we kind of just like hang out because it's expensive and it takes forever to get anywhere. Right. Like the driving, I don't recommend.
I've never been. I've never even been to California.
I have so many opinions on LA. And I loved it the first time I went, and then it was kind of like, you know,
as you start
I'm not loving this so much. Like it's just kind of like the people there are a little bit like sad. I don't know.
Yeah,
it gives me like a
everyone's
weird
just
time.
depressed. No, I get that. I feel like in oh, okay. I'm sorry, my best friend Kenny just texted me. She said, "What Roblox games do you play?"
Have you seen Dress to Impress?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes.
Do you play?
I haven't because I can't get it figured out. I feel like a grandma. No. I've tried it on my PlayStation, on my phone, and on my computer, and I can't figure out how to like do it quickly enough, and I lose every time, and then I get embarrassed and have to get off because I'm like, I can't do this.
Let me tell you, don't be embarrassed because it is all. Oh, I lost the thing because she texted me. Can you be? It is like all like 13-year-olds who play. Oh no. And so I'm just like. When I lose, I'm like, it's okay, you guys don't get it.
No,
and
exactly.
That's fine.
And I don't assume that, like, well, honestly, that game, though, I've seen, like, people our age have really started playing it.
Oh,
so
yes.
I didn't even, like, touch Roblox before that, and I was like, guys, why is it kind of fun? Because I loved dress-up games when I was little.
No, same. It is so fun. My old roommate, me and Brittany, were obsessed with Roblox, and we play all the time. So funny. Like, she'll even text me at night while I'm here, and she's in Springfield still, and she'll be like, get on Roblox right now.
Oh my gosh,
no,
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brayden does the same thing. He, like, tried to get me to play it, because he's like, it's stupid and fun, you'll love it, and I'm like, I literally can't. It's like the graphics are so bad, and so it makes me, like, agitated.
Okay, I understand that. Okay, I feel like a lot of the stuff we could talk about during our report, so let's get started. Weekly report. This is kind of my own version of a weekly report. So for R, I do... Did I even write it down? Oh, R is releasing. So what I do for this is... I either talk about, like, you know, like, a feeling I'm releasing or, like, into the world, or I just talk about new music. So,
cool.
Anything you're listening to that's new.
Let me pull up my list about myself.
Yes.
Because I was telling her before, I'm going to forget everything I've ever liked in my life
It
now
is
that I'm on
okay.
camera.
It is okay.
But new music, I guess, not really new, like, right now.
New-ish. It's okay.
Yeah, but I'm obsessed with Billie. So I'm listening to her every day, all day. I'm repeating the album over and over. I wanted to literally show you my stat that I have.
Oh, please.
Because it's kind of embarrassing. It's the only music that I've been listening to. Like I have like 52, 50. Like it's just like over and over for the past 6 months. These are like my top songs. I'm like, I'm not listening to anything else.
That's okay.
And it's like kind of ridiculous.
No, that's me with Grace Williams, honestly.
Like it's like 597 streams in 6 months. Can we chill out? Like my next one is, oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Next one is 98 with Lana. And then it goes from 500 to 98. So I'm not really listening to anything else.
That's okay.
But other than that, I love instrumentals. And I don't know if you can relate, but if I'm not listening to Billie, I'm listening to like, not like always soundtracks, but like I love a deep cello playlist. Like I love listening to like cello.
I love that.
And like deep, like low instrumentals. I think it's so nice. So I drive to that a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, wait, like in my mysterious world, like driving.
I love that so much. You're gonna have to like send me that because
so good.
I would love to listen to instrumentals. I love to listen to instrumentals while I'm reading.
So, that's how I got into it. Well, I mean, I've always loved instrumentals, but like specifically like the deep cello playlist that I have, I found those when I was reading ACOTAR because it was like fairy world.
Y'all know if you've read it.
I know. We're probably gonna end up talking about that too, because that's a whole other thing.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Whenever I'm reading, I will always literally search like ACOTAR, like what is it, like Starfall? Is that thing? Or what is that called? And it'll be like just like an ambiance video, and like I love those. But never listened to Deep Cello, so I'm gonna have to get into that. For me, you guys releasing this week, this might be a crazy statement, but Addison Rae just put out a new single, and it's actually so fire. Like,
really? Well, I heard Charlie XCX was like hyping her up
oh
a
my
lot.
god.
So
well, yeah, so
it could be similar, I guess.
They're really close. I've always loved Charlie XCX. I'm really into hyperpop and just like super like dance club music, and that's what Charlie does. Music, okay, have you listened to Brat?
I listened to maybe 2 songs, but I haven't listened to it. I think because it's like so popular, and then it's kind of like immediately like, oh, I don't really want to listen, because I hear it on TikTok and I'm like, oh, it's fun, but for some reason I haven't listened to it, even though all I do is bother Brayden about like, I want to like go dancing. Like, I don't even want to go out to drink. Like, please go dancing with me. He's like, I don't want to. I'm like, I just want to dance.
I just want to dance.
I just want to go and dance. Like, no, I love like club music. But they don't even have that here. They have like,
they don't know.
They have
no.
like TikTok 50 like top 50 songs.
I'm
like, okay, guys, can we get like some real real club music?
For real. I just want, all I want in a bar is for them to just play Brat on repeat, and it sucks because like, and also the bars here, we went out last night, like they like don't even let you request songs rarely. Like they just have a mix that they put on, and it's like,
or if they have the sheet, they don't look at it. So it's like, okay.
And like if I were to request like a song from Brat, like everyone would be like, what is this? I don't know. But anyways, Addison Rae's new song "Diet Pepsi" is what it's called. I love it. It's just so like, it's like, it's not really to listen to for the lyrics, you know? I have different artists for that, but okay.
That's what I was thinking whenever I was listening to one of Charlie XCX's songs. I was like,
yeah,
these lyrics are kind of crazy, but I'm loving the beat.
Exactly. It's really not, there's a couple songs on there that, like, okay, if you really, like, slow it down, the lyrics hit, but not, like, 365 bumping that, but I am not doing that, but, okay, anyways, experiencing, so this could be new changes, experiencing, like, what are you experiencing in life? Are you going through a new feeling, a new transition? I mean, not to like
talk about this again,
yes, I am.
But
oh, please.
No, it is gonna be a transition. Right now, it still feels like being a girlfriend, but yeah, getting engaged is like really. It's really about to, you know, change everything, obviously. Gonna be married soon, so that's crazy. But yeah, that's kind of like the only new thing I'm feeling, because every other day is like super normal, like day to day, like doing the same type of stuff, which is fine. And I get to see a lot of new people, like for doing nails. Like I have kind of just my regulars right now, because I've got a lot of them, but you know.
Yeah, you're booked.
Yeah.
Through and through. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is really exciting. Experiencing for me, you guys know I didn't record last week because I was going through it a little bit. Yeah. But we are back on track. I got in a little rut, and it was just like one of those weeks where you could do everything that you love in your power to like try to make you feel better, and it just suddenly doesn't work.
Yep.
And
no, I know the feeling exactly.
I had to snap out of that, but we are back, you guys. Okay. Oh, this one's my favorite one. So, playing or watching. So, what games are you playing right now? What shows are you watching? What movies are you watching? Give me it all.
Okay.
Because you game. I know you're a gamer.
I do. Well, I used to just play games on like my Switch, where I'd play like Legend of Zelda. That was probably my favorite. But I haven't played that in a long time because I got a PS4 like around Christmas time, or a PS5 around Christmas time. And now the only thing I play is Baldur's Gate, which is connected to like...
Never heard of it.
Well, it's like connected to like Dungeons and Dragons, which is so silly.
Yeah. It's not silly.
Yeah, no, it's so cute. Yeah. And like I love the people are so nice that play this game. Like it's crazy. There's this girl that I watch, and like she streams and she plays this game, and anytime I need help like in the game, and I just commented like in the thing. I've got like 12 people responding to me explaining how to do everything. Like, they're so nice.
Aww.
So, but yeah, it's called Baldur's Gate 3, and it's like a fantasy game. You can like create your character. It's super realistic. There's like a story, but you don't have to follow the story. It's just kind of like free roam, do what you want. It's beautiful though. Like, the characters are so pretty. Everything is like made super well. Like, I think it won best game last year for like a bunch of stuff, because it's like, it's just beautiful. It's really good. And I was like, it kind of sounded stupid whenever I first heard about it, and I was like, this is kind of like not my thing. And then I made my character, and I was like,
actually, this is exactly my thing.
This is my thing.
I love that. I'm gonna have to look at that. That's awesome. So that's what you're mainly
Yeah, that's
playing
what I'm
right now.
playing. And then watching, let me pull up my list. Oh, House of the Dragon. Are you into House of the Dragon?
Okay, I'm not, and here's why. Okay, so I have never... Is it related to Game of Thrones?
Well, it's the prequel, so like you technically could watch without seeing Game of Thrones. I don't think anyone's doing it that way, but you definitely could. I think I've heard like memes about like what freak watches it without, but don't let that discourage you, because you definitely can't, because it literally has like nothing, like it has things to do with each other, but not unless like you know everything kind of already. So if you just go into it, it doesn't really have anything to do with it. Like, it's like all different characters. It's way before the time, so you kind of learn like a whole different story of it. Okay. But it's honestly, I don't know if this is controversial, but it's kind of better sometimes than Game of Thrones, because of like, I don't know, the second season was a little rough, but like the first season especially, it was like just the way the characters were developed and stuff. And like in Game of Thrones, there's obviously like nudity every 2 seconds, but like this one is like they weren't like pushing unnecessary stuff. Like it was just kind of about the characters, and it felt more genuine sometimes, which was cool. It was cool. But yeah, I highly recommend it.
Okay, yeah, the thing with all that is that it's just Game of Thrones is so long, and I didn't start watching from the beginning, you know, and so I'm so intimidated by it.
Yeah, it is intimidating. I think I watched it last year, for the first time, and I got through it fairly quickly. It is like 8 seasons, but once you're in it, like you're really in it, and you want to watch every single day, and it's like kind of the only thing you're thinking about. Yeah. So,
I mean, I feel like it would be right up my alley.
It definitely would.
Like, it definitely would.
Like the minute you start watching it, you're gonna get obsessed with it. Oh God. Okay. But it's fun to be in the like the House of the Dragon hype, because it's coming out now. Okay. So like you can kind of keep up with it, and then like on Sundays whenever it comes out, you know that like everyone's watching it together, and like it's kind of like a little fun. Is it weird if I'm like watching them at the same time? No. Okay. Well, I mean, that might be kind of confusing, to be honest, because there's a lot of names and like lore, but I think you could definitely pick one or the other and do it whichever way you want to do. It's kind of like, I've heard the books that you just read, Throne of Glass? Yes. How you can, like, kind of do that last thing however you want. Yeah. Like, the last book, or you can either do the tandem read, or you can do, like... Yeah, it's kind of like that. Okay. So. Interesting. I'll have to get into that. Okay, I am playing Animal Crossing again right now. Nice. And I'm trying to redo my island, because I want it to be fall themed. And you know how, like, in Animal Crossing, the seasons change, like, there's snow on the ground, or, like, during the fall, they have, like, leaves falling, and they're all cute. I want to have it all redone before, like, fall actually hits, so I'm trying to work on it now. But Animal Crossing stresses me out so much. Like, I always, like, time travel in it, because it's just, like, you're always waiting for the next day to come so you can do more stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people play it. I didn't ever play it personally, but I've, like, watched a lot of people play it just, like, for fun. But I'd never, like, I don't really think it's, like, my type of game, honestly. I don't really know why. I couldn't even give you a reason. It's just, like, I will watch someone play it, but I wouldn't play it, which is weird, but... No, I get it. I get that. I love watching people stream their stuff. It looks so cute. I want to stream. I think it'd be so fun. Girl, last week I literally got, like, all the stuff to stream, and I figured it out, and now I'm just like, now I have it, what do I do? You have to do it! I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Like, this is crazy that you do this. This is so cool. Oh, thank you. Well, this is your first step into the world of this, so now you need to start streaming, because I would watch... And I would also, like, play alongside you, you know? Like, I watch people stream all the time. It's so fun. Like, I feel like a lot of people would watch you. Like, it's so fun. You should do it. I don't know. It's Let this be your step. I'm not really, like... The only thing I'm watching right now is YouTube, honestly. Like, yeah, lots of YouTube. I'm honestly right now just watching, like... past, like, Twitch live streams. Yes. And just, like, chilling and doing my thing while it's playing. Well, I have I guess one of my questions for you is like, do you
I'm getting
like?
interviewed.
I know. Do you have any Twitch streamers that you like? That was like one thing I was thinking about because I
okay.
am literally obsessed with Twitch right now. It's kind of like a problem.
There's this one. Okay, well, first of all, I don't know if you'll know this girl because she like just started streaming. Her name is Destiny Sidwell, and she does booktube. So she's like huge in the Bookstagram universe and everything. She just started streaming Animal Crossing, so I've been really into that. That's kind of what got me back into Animal Crossing. And then there's this one guy. I think he calls himself like Handsome Bella.
That's my point.
No way.
That's where I was getting. Yeah, I literally have been watching every stream of his and like tuning in, making sure I'm there. He's so funny. He's so funny, and it's like exactly like my type of humor. Like it's like
Yes.
like
He's hilarious.
Yes. That's where I was going with my question, so I'm so glad that we got there.
That is awesome. Yeah,
that's so funny.
And I love he streams like every game. Like all I just watched one today of him doing The Sims, and I'm like, I love The Sims. Yes. He does Dress to Impress, and it's hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, no, me every night, I'm like, all right, I gotta turn on Twitch now.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good and so funny.
Crazy.
But I watch him, and then, like, the only other person I watch, really, is the girl that plays Baldur's Gate, and her name's, like, Lexi. Okay. And she plays, and they're both, like, they're both not, like, huge streamers, so it's kind of nice, because, like, sometimes if you, like, say something, they'll respond. Like, she responds to almost everything that, like, I say, which is so fun.
Awesome. I love that.
It's, like, you kind of, like, giggle a little.
I love the interaction. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. He's, like
fangirling.
Not gonna respond, but that's totally fine. I just like to listen to him make so many jokes. I'm like,
He's
you're
so
hilarious.
funny.
Yes.
Wait, that's crazy.
I know. That's so funny.
The gasp. Okay, we gotta move on. Okay, obsessing. What are you obsessing over? This could be literally anything.
My list is coming back.
My list.
Okay. Things I'm obsessed with right now. Nails, obviously. Every waking moment, I'm thinking about nails and looking for nail inspo. And then also looking at wedding stuff. So I'll go back and forth on my Pinterest between like nail stuff, wedding stuff. Kind of getting that vibe.
Yes.
Twitch, handsome fella. is on my list.
Yes.
We've got House of the Dragon, which we've talked about. We've got Billie Eilish, which we've talked about. We've got Baldur's Gate, which we've talked about. And crumble cookies. Because I didn't even know we had a crumble here until very recently. I know. I had no idea until very recently. And now I'm going to gain like 500 pounds because I cannot stop going to crumble.
So, I literally have a box upstairs. And Audrey just brought me a crumble cookie.
I did. But my friend Emma made it. Shout out to Emma. She needs the biggest shout out. She's the best ever. It's my best friend Emma. She's like the Gordon Ramsay of baking. Like, she makes homemade crumble cookies. She makes, like, if you find like a crazy cookie recipe and you send it to her, she's like, I'm on it.
Got it.
Like, she's got it on lock.
That's awesome. Yeah, she's adorable. I'm obsessed with her Instagram. And I love how you guys are like polar opposites and vibes. It's so perfect.
Yeah, no, it just keeps getting better. Like used to in high school, she had like dirty blonde hair and I had like brown hair, so it was like still opposite but not to the super extreme, but now she has like super light blonde hair and I have black hair and I'm also growing mine out and she got extensions, so we're both gonna have like super long like opposite hair. She's got like blue eyes, I have brown eyes. It's perfect.
She literally looks like Sabrina Carpenter, by the way. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen Emma
and
before.
she just got bangs too, so it really adds to the effect. It's amazing.
It looks so good. Emma, I can't wait to try the cookie. Okay. I'm obsessing over... I didn't make myself a list this week. I'm just raw dogging all of this.
No, you're good, because I was a little bit over-prepared because I was like, what if I forget? And then I'm sitting here like,
You're like me. It's always better to be over-prepared. I'm obsessed right now with the changing seasons. I mean, I'm just ready for fall. I like summer, but I can't do the heat all the time. I like to have a tan, but like it's too much for me. Like if I could go with one less month of summer, I'd be so good.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I hate humidity. For some reason, I get huge, like, summertime sadness. Like, this is when my depression is at, like, its height, which is so weird, I know. But when there's, like, a crisp in the air and a chill in the air, I'm so happy.
See, I like the vibes, but at the same time, I start getting sad because I know, like, it's about to get so cold that I won't even want to, like, get out of bed. Like, like, whenever it's cold outside, it's so hard. Like, I already have such a hard problem. I guess it's, like, one of my main problems is literally getting out of bed. Okay. I don't know what that is, but it's, like, I like almost cry when I think about getting up. Like it's like I am so comfortable and I don't want to do this today. Just let me sleep all day, please. But in the wintertime, it like gets so bad. Like I have to get up, but it's almost like tears every day because I'm like, it's cold. I don't want to like get out of my bed and I don't want to put on clothes because then I'm cold and uncomfy. And it's like, I just hate the wintertime. But at the same time, fair. I'm wearing like winter clothes all summer long. Like I'm wearing like sweatshirts like this every single day.
I am too. Like that's another thing. Summer fashion, like it can be cute, but fall and winter fashion is just like, it cannot be beat.
Yeah. I have like a tiny section for t-shirts and like tank top type stuff, and the only reason I'm wearing this today is because I just got it, but otherwise I had like a sweatshirt laid out. So. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm also obsessing over.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know, guys. Because like I said, I've been in a funk for like the past 2 weeks, so I'm not really like, I haven't really been super happy about anything. Yes, but I guess.
Are you obsessing over any books that you're reading?
Okay, I'm reading. I guess we can transition into the reading thing, but I'm currently reading Heartless Hunter right now, which is a romantasy.
Gosh, I've never even seen this one.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful cover. I've heard some good things about this, but I will say it's off to a pretty slow start.
How far into it are you?
I am about. Let's see, where's my bookmark? I'm about halfway, almost. And it's starting to pick up now, but I'm like, okay, nothing will ever compare to ACOTAR and Throne of Glass. And you guys, that's why, and I talk about this in every episode, I'm literally always like, guys, nothing will compare. Because it's just so hard to get into another fantasy after that. There's nothing else that was so... that was curated so perfect in every detail and every plot twist, like, you did not expect. Like, there's nothing else like those characters or that world, so...
No, I get it. That's exactly how I was, too. What I did read after was, give me one moment. It was... The Serpent and the Wings of Night.
You've told me that. I have that on my shelf.
Yes. That's what I read after. And it did, like, still satisfy the fantasy and, like, romance and all of the stuff that was good about ACOTAR. Like, the second one, I think I thought was a little slow, but still, like, I think I ended up really liking it. So I think something happens at the end that I really like. But the first one was very good. Like, I didn't have any problems with it. And, like, it was a good thing to read after because it's still... almost like as exciting. Like obviously ACOTAR's on top, but it was still really close. And then after that I've been stuck on, you don't have it. I've been stuck on Crescent City for maybe it's got to be over 6 months. It has to be. I read the first one and I loved it. And I didn't love it at first, but I learned to love it. After, like, I'm not kidding, it's like you have to get 500 pages in, which it's like, how am I ever going to do that if I don't love it in 500 pages? But it's like, you just have to believe. You literally have, like, it's like, you have to believe in yourself to get through it. But then you do love it. You do love it. There's, like, no way that you won't. I know everyone says this. It's crazy, but it's real. And it's like, how is everyone having the same experience? Yeah. But then I did love it, and I wanted to read the second one, and I'm halfway through the second one, and something happened where I have not read, I think, anything at all since maybe October of last year. And it's
a book slump.
It's getting to be too much of a book slump because it's almost like, I mean, in October it'll be a year, so that's kind of crazy. Wow. Because for Christmas I got the
Throne of Glass?
Oh my gosh, Fourth Wing. I got Fourth Wing. Yes, so my mom got me the first and second Fourth Wing books, and I was like, perfect, this is exactly what I need. I'm gonna read these because everyone loved them. And then I didn't touch them. I bought the new Crescent City book because I was super excited because it just came out. I was like, this is gonna make me finish, and then I'm gonna start again, and I didn't, and I still haven't touched any of them. And I'm so obsessed with my phone right now, I think, that it's like every time I try to read, I'm like, I just want to be on TikTok, or I just want to be like looking at something, like mindlessly scrolling, which is so bad. But yeah, like I was such a reader before, and now I think I'm just like in this phone slump. Like I literally need to like throw my phone away.
Hey, that happens to me sometimes too. Yeah, with Crescent City, that's the only series of hers I haven't read yet. And I just like I'm weirded out by it because people say there's like modern technology, and it's like, and that just like freaks me out, because to me those just don't go together.
I know.
Like modern stuff with fantasy, like that just does not mix for me. So I'm like, but I know I need to read it because to complete her universe, and like I know she has more ACOTAR books coming, and like I know they're gonna connect.
The next one I think does tie into Crescent City, and then also like the last Crescent City book, I've heard things tie in as well. So I'm like,
yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, I've heard like so many spoilers, and
I have too.
And I'm like, I don't know full spoilers. I just know like little name drops, and I'm like,
yes.
But she also name dropped characters on her like promo for the book, and I was like, on her main page, I was like, girl, I haven't finished the second one. What are we doing? But anyway, but you should read it, and I should be right there with you because I need to so bad.
Yeah, you might. I mean, maybe you just need to read like a super like fluffy, stupid book to get into the next.
I know. I also I bought like a bunch of books at the same time because I was super excited about the idea of reading, because I like by nature I'm really into reading, but just not right now. So I got super excited, and I got the new If He'd Been With Me, but the new one, I can't remember what it's called.
From his POV or whatever.
Yeah, and that was my favorite book, and like it was my favorite book since like 6th grade.
Okay.
So since 6th grade, for like every book report we ever had to do, I did it about that book. And then people started liking it like just recently, and I was like, guys,
it's gotten really popular,
been trying to tell you all about this book. And I have like the original cover, and it's like this like Tumblr image of her like with like in the river. It's so cute.
Wow.
But yeah, I've been trying to tell everyone about this book for so long, and so I'm like, guys, you're finally getting it. But I haven't even read that, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? And I even got like a signed copy that I like bought from her and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I have not even read it.
It's okay.
I know, I'm so disappointed with myself, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? We'll get there eventually. Yeah. Hopefully.
We go through phases. I've said this before, but I am a mood reader, so like I cannot just sit down and force myself. I have to be in the mood for it. So that's sounding like what you've got. A case of the book slumps. Exactly. Okay. Reading. Are you reading? No, you're not reading anything currently.
And I will not be probably soon, but we'll work on it.
Okay, last part of our weekly report is treating. What are you treating yourself with lately? This could be literally anything. Like, are you
crumble cookies?
Crumble cookies, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. I think that's basically it. I'm so much like a work before like fun person, which sounds bad, but I'm so like money driven. I'm so like work motivated. Like I love working and like just trying to like save money, and like I don't know, I love the idea of like making my own money and like being able to take care of myself, I guess. So I'm always hustling, and I guess it kind of goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning, like how I started this. I started my first like business with my grandpa in 8th grade. And we started doing Depop. We started like doing like vintage reselling and stuff. And I did it with him. And this is whenever Depop had just come out, like kind of recently. And I remember there wasn't like anything on the app really. Like it was kind of dead. So everything you listed, people bought. Like it was like if you listed things, they liked it, they bought it. I think I want to check. I think I have like. Like, I was super, super into Depop. And it was, like, what I thought I was going to do forever and ever. Like, I have, like, over 700 items that I've sold so far, like, just over the course. Like, I probably did most of that between, like, 8th grade and sophomore year of high school. And I had this, like, huge business. Like, I loved it, but I did it with my grandpa. And then he ended up passing away a couple years ago. And so after that, I was just kind of like, you know, I have all this stuff. I have to get it from his house. Because what he would do is I would call him and I'd be like, item number like 50 sold. It's like a red t-shirt. And he'd be like, okay, I got it. And he'd package it up and he'd take it to the post office because I didn't like live with him. So I would just call him, and because he had the inventory there.
Got it.
But yeah, so whenever he passed and I had to like bring all of the stuff to my house, it was just like way too much to keep up with, and I didn't love it anymore because it was just kind of like our thing that we did together. And so it was like, this just isn't really like my passion anymore. Like, I still love clothes, but I was like, I don't really want to do the whole Depop thing because it's so oversaturated.
I was
like,
just gonna say, yeah.
Like, everybody lists every single thing they are getting rid of. Like, it's like just Shein and like all kinds of stuff on there that's like not what the app used to be. Whenever
and then they upsell it like times 5.
And I was like, this isn't really that fun anymore. Yeah. So I stopped doing that. But that's kind of like, I guess, my backstory with like business stuff. I've always had like a business since I was literally able to, like, forever. So I've always like been kind of money driven rather than like, let me go out and treat myself.
That's a great quality to have, though.
Yeah.
Because for me,
it's debatable. It's debatable. My mom says the opposite. She's like,
really?
She's like, I am not a money-driven type of person. She, like, will do fine for herself, but she's like, I'm gonna, like, do things that, like, make me fulfilled, right? And which is good, obviously. So, I don't know. I think I could use a little bit of both, but I do definitely do more of, like, the business stuff.
Yeah, you need that balance. I'm unfortunately the opposite, and I will treat myself at any given moment. I'll be so like, it is so fun, but not for my bank. And like working at a school and in the school district, we obviously don't get paid a whole lot, so that it doesn't really check out. But anytime I'm sad or happy or excited, or I'm like, oh, I woke up today and went to work, I'm like, I'm gonna treat myself. And that is just not, I can't be doing that all the time. And my dad will never fail to let me know that I need to stop spending money.
That's so funny.
Okay. That was our weekly report. Let's get into the meat of the episode, you guys. I want to talk about nails. My first question for you, though, is we're going to take it back. Were you always this creative as a child? Like, what did you, like... Were you taking art classes in high school, or give me this?
I'd say yes. I'd say like I've always liked doing art. I'm not good at like painting or stuff like that, but I was really good with charcoal in high school. I did some art with some charcoal, and I did a couple portraits, I did some stuff, and that was really good, and I really liked it. I haven't done anything like actually art-wise since I graduated high school, but I have always loved art and like making things, and I used to make jewelry and like just all kinds of little things. But with the nails, like since it was already something that I loved doing for myself, I definitely wanted to like put that into, you know, doing it for other people just because they were like asking, and I wanted to do it for like my friends. But then, you know, people were like, this is like something kind of special. They were like, you can like really do this. And I was like, oh, maybe you're right. So it's kind of like, you know, flourished into like a little business. And I got like my business license recently, so now we official. And it's like something that I really want to do to kind of like, I don't know, pay homage to my little self that loved like doing little arts and like making things, and now I can like do it and like make other people super happy with it because they get so excited to come and get their nails done.
That was awesome. I love that. So I guess you kind of answered this question. It was, what was the initial pull towards nail art specifically? Yeah,
I mean, it was just kind of like something that I kind of forced myself to learn because I didn't want to like go get my nails done anymore. That was just how I learned for myself. But the actual nail art part of it was just like, you know, like seeing it on other people and being like, you know, I think I could maybe do that. And then it started like super small. I would do like a French tip, and then I was like, well, maybe I could add some like little fun like cow print, or I could like do some little things. So I'd like do it on myself and kind of practice, and then eventually like with like you letting me practice, or like just anyone else letting me practice, it's kind of really moved quickly into like the stuff I can do.
Oh my god, your designs are crazy. Like in a good way.
Thank you. Yeah, like I just did one like a couple days ago that's like teeth and like yes, it's like teeth inspired, and we drew like teeth with like braces and tooth gems and like toothpaste, and like we did just stuff like that. She's the best because she always challenges me. But do you know her like in person?
We went to high school together.
Oh my gosh,
we took theater classes together.
I love her.
She's awesome.
So sweet. She's brought me flowers twice.
She's the best.
She's the best.
She was always so bubbly in school and just so creative. Yeah. We used to go in our theater, I think like our fourth hour, I don't remember. We would go outside and like take photos of our outfits in the school parking lot. I love that. So I mean that's that. Yeah.
I love that.
I love her. She's awesome. Okay, this question is about kind of your nails. So what influenced the style of nails that you're doing, because you're not doing simple, you know, like
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
you could do simple, but
Mm-hmm.
you're always doing something crazy, something out of the box. So what made you want to do that specifically?
Honestly, I think it's just like, I don't know. I've always kind of liked
Sorry.
That's fine. I've always kind of liked just like funky stuff, I guess. I don't know. I do simple nails for people, like if they want, but people come to me, I think specifically because they know that like I can do these designs that like a nail salon can't really do in like a quick period of time and stuff. And so I think it's just more the people kind of led me in that way of like pushing me to do new things. Like Sam, for example, she always brings me something I've never done before every time. And so then it's like I learn like one or two techniques every time I'm with her. Mm-hmm. And so then it's like, yeah, it's like the people kind of push me to do the really funky stuff because they like it and I like it. And it's just kind of, if someone wanted something simple, they could go to someone else. I mean, I'll gladly still do it for them, but I think they kind of know that if they wanted to be funky, they could. So,
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. How long is a nail session with you? Because you gotta respect the work and the time. And
yes. Okay, so if I'm talking,
yeah,
we're gonna be sitting there for a minute. I'm so sorry to Sam because we chat, and Sam also picks the hardest stuff. So with her, I'm sitting for like, normally her appointments are like 4 hours. The teeth one, unfortunately, was like 5 hours. But we were chatting it up. We were hanging out. We were having fun. I'd say normally the appointments, though, are like, I block out 3 hours because that's like the max that I'd like to take. So I'll take like one at 12 and then give myself 30 minutes and then take one at 3:30. So I'll block out from like 12 to 3 my first girl just in case it's like pretty difficult. Mm-hmm. I'm also a perfectionist, so I'm not letting you leave until it's perfect. Not really, but you know, you're held hostage actually. But like, it's kind of like I really want people to like them, so I'm gonna like do my best. And you know, I don't want to just rush through it, kind of how people are used to at a salon where you like rush through it and you've got like some okay nails when you leave and you're fine, but it's like I really want people to love them. And they're on there like for a month or so, so it's like you know, you have to look at them every day. So but yeah, I'd say like 2.5 hours is like normal, or 3 if it's like pretty complex, which most of the stuff I do is complex. So I'd say like 2.5 to 3.
Yeah, well, I love that like your appointments seem so personal. Like,
yeah, like it's just in my living room. We've got like the TV on, like we can have a little candle, we can just chill. And like I'm also not like forcing people to talk. Like if I can tell that they want to talk, I'll talk to them. But I'm not like up in their face like asking a bunch of questions. Like I'll ask a couple questions at the beginning, and then if I can tell that they're like wanting to chill, then they can just put on whatever they want and then just hang out. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pick a question, guys. Okay. This one is what I was curious about. Mm-hmm. So Gel X is obviously different than acrylic and like all that stuff. Like I don't really know anything about it.
No, you're good. You are
so
good.
What is Gel X? What makes it different from acrylic or dip or stuff like that?
Yeah. So not to like so that we don't have to get super technical, literally like the main way I can explain it is it's like the full tip is already made, like the nail shape that you want, the tip is already made completely. So you just kind of like adhere that to the nail instead of kind of just doing it to the tip. Like, you know, like they have those like tips where they just put on the end and then they have like the spreadable stuff. It's like, it just cuts down a lot of steps in the beginning, but then you still have to kind of go back and like shape it and file it and stuff. But it just kind of cuts out like all of the extra product, I guess, because you'd have to buy like you know, like the actual dip, like powder, and you'd have to get a bunch of stuff. It's just kind of like eliminates unnecessary material, I think, which is good, but it's not necessarily like easier, because I've seen some people that whenever Gel X started getting popular, they're like, well, these guys, like, they're not real nail techs because they use Gel X, but it's like the same process. It's just cutting down on like the amount of time you're taking to actually make the shape of the nail, but everything else is the same. Like you still paint gel on top of it, you still do whatever, but it's just kind of like the beginning process, I guess, is easier, and it's also way healthier for your nail. It lasts so much longer. Like my last set lasted me 7 weeks. Don't recommend that, but I like did not have time to take them off, so it lasts forever, and it doesn't like just rip your nail completely off unless you do something really bad. Like
Right.
like I've had a girl slam her hand in the car door. That was
Ooh.
probably not great for it.
Oh,
and
boy.
then like I've had a couple people that work at like barista places. They've just like jammed their hand. But that's
Yeah.
like different. Like it's not just gonna like rip your nail off. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're a lot better, like sturdier. Like I've never had a nail break before on myself personally, and like when I take them off, the nail underneath isn't damaged like they would be if you got acrylic. So it's just healthier.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Do salons do gel X?
Not really. I think they're probably gonna start because it would cut down a lot of time for them with all, like I said, all those materials. They wouldn't have to buy as much stuff. I could see them transitioning to that. I think it's just like the traditional way of doing it is kind of what most people are stuck with at salons. So I don't know how long it's going to take, but I highly like anticipate that happening.
Yeah.
So.
It's also nice. I hate going to salons. So like going to see just one person in a calm environment, I'm sure that helps. Toby looks so cute right now. Guys, Toby is joining us today. I don't know if you guys can. He's so cute. He matches your vibe. I know, he's adorable. He's like, who is this girl?
I love him.
Okay, explain to me and the audience how you learned, what you've learned, or I guess like maybe one of your most accomplished techniques or some, you know, give me the rundown.
Yeah. Well, so I watched like a lot of like nail techs online. Like I said earlier, something I'm obsessed with is literally like learning nail stuff. So I follow a bunch of people on TikTok and Instagram, and like I bought like a few classes. Like you can buy classes from other nail techs and stuff, and they'll teach you like specific techniques. And so I bought a few classes on nail art and like application, and so I've kind of like done like classes I guess online through other people, because like most schools, they don't have like a like gel X or that type of easy stuff. So they normally like the traditional way of doing it is just the dip type stuff, which is not something I would ever offer anyway. I wouldn't like trust it on my clients, honestly. Like I honestly only trust gel X. But yeah, so I've just learned from a lot of different nail techs online, and they're really nice too. Like you can DM them, ask them questions, they'll normally answer and like show you how to do stuff. So
awesome.
Yeah,
that's great. All right, I want to know what your favorite set you've ever done is. I know that's a lot, but
it is.
Also, you guys, if you're watching on YouTube, we will have photos of some of her sets up on the screen and her Instagram, so you can check her out.
Yes. So my favorite's probably gonna be the pierced orchid set that I did with Sam.
Okay.
I sent that one to you.
Okay.
I obviously love the teeth one that we did. Some of like the simpler ones, honestly, like not super simple, but like ones that I don't expect myself to love so much. Like whenever I'm in the moment doing nails, it's really hard for me to enjoy like the final product in my head. Like I'm just like being super technical, and then we'll get done and I'll do like the filing the edges part in the cuticle oil, and I'll look at them when I'm about to take pictures and I'm like,
you're like, yes.
I'm a little kid giggling, and they're like, they've been looking at them, so they're like not sharing the vibe, and I'm like,
yeah, it's just like your first
they're
time.
Like they're always asking me, they're like, do you like them? I'm like, I love them. And it's so funny because I like did it, so it's like you'd think I would notice, but no, I get so like stressed whenever I'm doing it, and so then whenever I look back, it's just like it's so cool to see some of the stuff that I've been able to do. But yeah, I have so many favorites. It's so hard. One of my clients, Peyton, she has these really long, beautiful nail beds, and she lets me do the long ones on hers. And every time I do her nails, I'm like obsessed with them no matter what we do, because her hands just make it.
The hands are perfect.
Yes,
yeah.
She's got like model hands, and so I'm like, these look fire.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, really anyone that lets me do the long ones, because I feel like I can just do like the most on the surface area, obviously. So it's like, it's just satisfying to me to like look at those after and be like, whoa, those are cool.
Yeah.
So.
Oh boy, I don't know if I could do that long.
I know. Well, I started it like year length, and then I slowly went up and up and up, and now I could not even imagine going back down. So it's like, honestly, you should probably stay there, because then if you get here, you're not gonna want to go back.
I know.
It's
I'm
so
like,
bad.
I kind of want to try it,
I
but
know,
I'm
it's
scared.
so much fun, though.
Plus, like, I'm like always jamming my nails, and I work with kids. I feel like I'd be poking them in the eye. They'd be like, Miss Lakin, why are your nails so long? They think I'm crazy. No, but I need to step out of my box.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, I want to know if you could do nails or send like press-ons to an artist or an influencer, who would it be?
Oh, I'm gonna have to bring it back to Billy.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, because Okay, well, I have a couple, but Billy, because she used to like get her nails done for just a little bit. Like she's a pretty like
Toby.
she's a pretty like natural nail kind of girl, I think. But like she had this like moment where she was doing these really long nails, like longer than mine, and I would love to make her like a crazy set to like wear on tour or something. Like that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Because I think when I saw her, she had the long nails.
Okay.
But
Bye.
there you go. Yeah, and then also Brittany Broski. I would love to do hers because
Love her.
she's been talking about nails recently, and when she did like a trip to Ireland, and when she went, she had her friend do her nails while they were there, and I was like, that would be so cool to like send her a set because I feel like she'd like appreciate it now that she's getting into nails. So I would love to do it for her. And then do you know Brooke Averick? She's on the like Brooke and Connor make a podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. She also like just in the last couple weeks started getting her nails done, and I think she's just going to like a salon, and I'm like, girl, I want to like help you out so bad because she's like, I don't think I like them. I'm like, no, don't go there.
Don't go there.
You're gonna love it. Just let me do them.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's awesome. This isn't a question I had planned, but have you ever like reached out to somebody?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't because like, I don't know. Like I don't want to like. I don't really even know why I haven't. I think it's just because like I kind of am worried about like sending like free stuff to people because obviously like if I did that it would be like just like they can have them type thing, and I would want to make sure that like they actually use them because like if I spend a lot of time on them it would be kind of sad if I just sent them and they didn't either like get them or didn't really like see them or whatever.
Yeah.
So I definitely would like to, but I just like haven't just because you know.
So you haven't done like any type of outreach or like
no,
yeah,
not yet.
It's scary. I feel like especially like you never know if they're gonna respond and like it is you put so much work into like I wanted to know about so when a client comes to you do they just like send you like a design? Do you draw the designs? I want to know the like artistic process.
Yeah, so when they come in, normally they have either like an inspo pic that they specifically want, and then
Toby. He's just the star of the show today, guys. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, but they'll like have a specific inspo pic, and then I will either like recreate it or kind of like recreate it with my touch type thing. If they like want something super specific. But Sam, for example, or like most of my press-on orders honestly are like customs, so they will send me their Pinterest board and be like, here's what I like, draw me something specific. And so I'll do that a lot, which I do like doing. It's kind of scary because like I said, I want people to like them, so I'm like, okay, here's what I made for you, do you like it? But yeah, no, I do like making designs for people.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, I really need to order some press-ons.
You do.
Okay, let's see, guys. Okay, yeah, how long is the consultation? Okay. What is your favorite part of the creative process?
Probably like I said, like seeing the final product. Like I love like kind of doubting myself, but then being like, wait, I kind of did that.
Killed that.
Like that's like the most fun part, I guess, because since I am fairly new to it, like it's crazy because like I've been doing my nails for like 8 years, which sounds crazy, but like nails, like art is so new. Yeah. So it's so fun to kind of see what I can challenge myself with and do, and then actually be able to recreate and be like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, this was something I feel like your clients are just as creative as you. Toby, you're gonna block the camera.
He's literally gonna like breathe into the mic.
It's gonna pick up him. Your clients seem like also just equally as creative. Like, and so I bet it's just so fun to work with it. Okay. Really, dude? He's just like the star. Oh. Please don't get like this is weird, but he loves to he loves to sit on my keyboard. I don't know why.
He's just a bad boy.
Yeah, he is. Dude, you are he's trouble sometimes.
That's so cute.
Is it just so much fun to like create with your clients?
Yes, it is. Yeah, they're all so good. I love all of my girls. I think I have 18 regulars, so that's like 18 every 4 weeks they're on consistently. Wow. So I'll see them every 4 weeks, and it's always like so much fun.
Yeah.
Like they always have good ideas, or like, I don't know, just like talking to them or catching up with them. Even like my quiet ones are so nice and sweet to just like chill with and just let them like hang out. I don't know, it's so much fun.
That's awesome. Explain to our audience, if they've never seen you before, how the process goes of like becoming a client, wait list, all that stuff, because you are booked and busy.
Yes. So the best way right now to be able to kind of get my services would be press-ons, because every month, no matter what, I'm going to do like a press-on drop on the third Sunday. So like third Sunday of the month, 10 a.m., I do a drop. The number that I take kind of varies. So like one month I was able to do 15. This last month I was only able to do 8. So it kind of depends on how many free days are the days that I can do press-ons. But those are for sure open, so you can always get a pair of those if you get a spot in time. But for like in-person stuff, since I do have so many regulars, and I'm kind of trying to like transition into mostly press-ons, to be honest. I love doing in-person nails, but it is kind of the added stress of like working with someone else's schedule. Like I know all of my girls like work school schedules, like, and I'm like trying to work for like around them.
Yeah.
So it's fun, but it's kind of stressful. So I am kind of trying to push more into press-ons, which can be reused. They can be used for as long as you want, just as long as you take care of them. It comes with like all of the materials you need to apply them, instruction sheet. I can also help you over DM if you need, like that type of thing. And local pickup is free, so it's like, it's pretty good. But getting in-person appointments, like if you actually want your nails done, you can just DM me, honestly, because at this point I don't have my form up anymore, because I am completely full. But just like if you hear this podcast and you want to get in, then you definitely can just DM me, and then I'll put you on the cancellation list. So if one of my regulars does cancel, then I can get you in. But as far as actually booking, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really like...
She's booked and busy, you guys. That's awesome, though. I feel like, I don't know, I'm sure there's so many other independent nail artists in the Springfield area, but...
well, I've talked to people, and they're like, there's not many. Like, there's probably a few, and I don't really know any personally, but like, there's really not like a lot, and like specifically ones that are really like doing the kind of stuff I'm doing, I guess, which is cool. It's kind of like, I don't know, a niche thing that I've kind of stepped into for right now. I mean, I'm sure, the independent nail artists are gonna like start doing more nail art as they grow and stuff too, but yeah, it's kind of cool right now.
So where do you see this business for you in a year, 5 years? Are you thinking, and who knows what could happen in the future, but do you see it long term?
Yeah, I do. I guess, just tiny backstory into like my college experience, because I went to college specifically for being a secretary.
Okay.
Yes. That's a new one. I wanted to be like a secretary since like 8th grade, and so because they gave me office aid in 8th grade, and they gave me my own desk and like cubicle, and I was like, yeah, that's actually what I want. So it's so funny, because I think on the first episode of The Office, like the show, I think Pam says it's not a lot of little girls' dream to grow up and be a secretary, and I'm like,
you were like,
it's actually me. It's actually me. So I want to, secretary now, it's kind of evolved into, I would like to be somebody's personal assistant. Like The Devil Wears Prada, think that, but I'd love it. I wouldn't complain. I would love it. I would love it. I know it'd be hard, but I think that's my thing. I love organization and like planning things. Yeah. So I think I would love to be someone's personal assistant for like, a big name or like a big company or something. Yeah. So that's kind of, I'd like to do that at some point in my life, just because I did go to college for it and had that kind of dream for so long, which sounds funny, but it's kind of like a job that most people get to get a leg up, but it's kind of like the end goal for me. So I think I could do it really well, because they wouldn't really be expecting me to like be all in for it. Yeah. So I think I could do a good job at it, but I do want to do nails for a while. I mean, maybe forever, because I could always do press-ons on the side. I like I said, I do want to like try to do more press-ons than in-person appointments, but I have my girls that I have now, so I don't want to like, kick any of them out and be like, I can't do your nails. So I'm going to keep all of my girls for as long as I can, and then if I move and I have to move, I'll probably try to only do press-ons. So, but yeah, for now, it's just going to stay how it is.
Personal assistant would be so fun, actually.
No, I
never thought of that.
I know, and it pays really well if you do it for somebody that's like kind of famous or something.
Big name.
So.
That's awesome. I love The Devil Wears Prada. That is that's like a comfort movie for me.
It's so funny, because those movies are all the same, where it's like one girl like hates her job, and she's like, I need to get like higher up in this company, but this is what I have to do.
Yep.
I'm like, girl, give me the job and I'll just stay there.
Okay, I know we talked about this. I think we talked about this before we started filming. But do you plan on staying in Springfield for a while?
Yes, yeah. Since I'm getting married soon, I'm gonna be here for at least like the first year. I think we're planning, unless anything happens with him coming up. But
Yeah.
I think we'll plan to stay here for at least the first year. So I should be here into like 2025 through 2026, and then after that may go somewhere else, but not too sure yet. I think I mean I like it here. It's like calm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can always travel everywhere else is the kind of the thing that I'm thinking is like if we had a house here, then you know you can travel anywhere. You don't necessarily have to live there. So
And like Missouri's probably like the best place to be in this economy.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yes.
guys, like the cost of living is so wild.
right,
But
right.
I love Springfield.
I do too. I don't think it's that bad. I like a lot of people complain about it, and I'm like,
I love
go
it
to
here.
go to LA like 4 times and then come back and get back with me.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
not gonna lie.
it's crazy thinking about like having to live in a place like that, which is where I thought I was gonna have to end up like for Brayden's music and stuff. But I think like we can just travel and do whatever we need to do, and actually be here would be a lot calmer. So
Yeah, when I went to New York, I always thought I wanted to live there. I was like, I'm such a city girl at heart. Like, I'm gonna love it, which I did love it. It was great. It was a super fun experience. I couldn't live there though.
really,
I
I'm
really
going
don't think I could live there.
well, it's like the first week of September, so like almost like 2 or 3 weeks.
Have you been before?
I have not.
Okay.
And I'm like so excited because people that don't like LA usually like New York.
I would probably
And so-
hate LA.
Yeah, so it's funny because the people in LA trash talk New York and then vice versa. And so if I'm one of the trash talkers of LA, I think I'm gonna like New York. But yeah, I'm super excited to go. It's like a dream, and everyone is kind of like telling me not to get my hopes up, but I am.
No, I had a great time. I just don't think I could live there for a long period of time. Like, I would definitely go back several times. I definitely also want to go in the fall or the winter time. Like summer, oh my god, it was so hot there. But it's so fun, and there's always something to do.
Yeah,
Food's great.
I bet.
Rooftop bars,
excited.
like everything. Yeah, you're gonna have a great time, and obviously like the fashion there is so cool. Like,
Well, we're going during Fashion Week too.
oh,
So that's what we're doing.
that's
Fashion Week.
crazy.
Yes. And so I'm really excited. I don't know if we're going to be able to go to any shows because I think you have to get invited to them, obviously. But like maybe it's kind of, I think, a thing where if you meet someone, you know, out, they'll just kind of invite you during that week. So hopefully
Who
we
knows?
can meet someone and like just kind of get invited to like, hey, you guys can come watch this if you want. Just like one show. It doesn't even have to be like a big show. Like just to see one would be so much fun.
Maybe someone will be looking for a personal assistant.
I know. Literally in New York is like the dream too. It's so much fun. That's like such a good, it's like the dream life type thing.
It was
so
wild.
fun.
Like I feel like everybody on the street was dressed to the nines, and like they always knew where they were going, and they had to be somewhere. It's I do like the, you know, it's the city that never sleeps. Like,
Yes.
everyone's
Well, I'm a
always
little
doing
worried
something.
about dressing to the nines because I'm worried about getting mugged. Because like I'm scared if you like look good, like the guys are gonna like come up and want to like do something scary. So I'm like, am I supposed to look really good that week or am I supposed to not? Because I keep getting mixed signals about like, well, when you go on the subway, you're gonna want to like bring a big t-shirt to kind of like cover up yourself and like make sure that like people aren't staring at you.
See,
and
I
so
never
I'm
did
like,
that.
yeah, well, I mean, not that I'm gonna be wearing anything insane, but I'm like, I don't know what the vibe
I think
is.
you're fine. Honestly, like, I think whoever said that was being dramatic. Because honestly, when I went on the subway, I was expecting it to be this, like, literally, like, a circus of, like, weird people. It was normal. Like, everyone's just going somewhere. Like, yeah, there's some homeless people, and yeah, like, there's some crackheads, but...
What are you
like,
doing?
what are you gonna do? I guess...
Like downtown Springfield, I guess.
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
I mean, did you know that Springfield is actually like, really dangerous? Like,
Yes,
apparently it's
and
like the crime rate is high or something. I don't.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, that's what people say, but I'm like, who here is saying that?
I'm like, okay, I need to start like having a male figure with me at all times. I feel like, but you'll be fine, especially with Brayden. Like,
Well, I'm going with my friend Elena.
Oh, you're
actually.
going? Okay.
Yeah, so 2 girls alone.
Okay, maybe just like stock up on the pepper spray, maybe a pocket knife.
Yeah, I've never even used pepper spray, so I think I'd accidentally spray myself in the face with
I've
it.
never used it either.
I think I would do that.
Thank God. Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
We will be
excited.
safe.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else that we didn't cover that you would like to talk about?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I guess I'll ask you about audiobooks really quick.
Okay.
Are you into audiobooks or do you only like
So,
read?
I have an Audible subscription.
Uh-huh.
So I get 1 credit a month. And I read or I listen to those on the plane
Mhm.
or when I lived in Springfield, my commute to work was 30 minutes there and then 30 minutes back. So I would do audiobooks a lot there. I do them on road trips. So yeah, I like audiobooks. I think it depends on who's narrating it. So, you know, I read A Court of Mist and Fury on Audible. Can you stop? Can you actually stop? And then I read a couple of the Throne of Glass series books on Audible. Yeah, it depends on the narrator, I think, and the vibe of the book. Like,
Yes.
I could like some of the books on that shelf. That's like my just contemporary romance.
Oh, yeah.
Some of those I can't do on Audible because it's like
Yeah.
they're just reading the smut out loud
Yeah.
to me, and I'm like, okay.
No, well, I ask because I've been listening to A Court of Silver Flames
Okay.
on audiobook to get me back into reading because that was my favorite of the ACOTAR ones.
Stop it!
He's being insane. Hi, come hang out. Yeah, no, I've been listening to that, and that's kind of been getting me back into reading. I just need to, like, actually put a book in my hand and do it. But, like, oh my gosh, he's licking me.
He doesn't do that.
Neither do my cats.
He's like,
We're soulmates.
you look like me. Can you stop?
We had the same
Aww.
hi.
Stop.
I can't believe that.
That's
Whenever cats lick
crazy.
me, I literally feel like the most
So
important
special.
person that
I
they've
know.
lived.
Oh my god, Toby.
Oh, thank you.
Like, trust me, he's like so mean to some people.
That's crazy. Oh, I love him. But anyway, yeah, so I've been listening to that. So hopefully that gets me back into it. I have been loving it. I love that book. You said that you didn't like it?
Okay, no. So
Or did you?
I thought I wasn't gonna like it, and I will say it took me so long to get into it. So like, I did kind of the thing that you did with Crescent City. I stopped reading it in the middle of it one summer, and then I picked it back up again, and I finished it, and I was like, oh, I love this. Like, I love Nesta.
Yes.
Like, I really do. I think I had my doubts at first because Book Talk is always feeding me, like, their opinions, and then I adopt those opinions, and I'm like, no, I need to read it for myself and find out. And that's kind of, like, I love Book Talk, and I could do a whole episode on this. Like, I love Book Talk. Okay, he's just licking himself in the front of the camera.
It's fine.
Anyways, he's like, this is my world. I love Book Talk. I think it's, it's helped a lot of people start to read again and everything. But it is oversaturated nowadays, and, like, people are just pushing their opinions on you. And okay, anyways, I need to stop. But yeah, I loved it. I think it was a really good book. I definitely think A Court of Mist and Fury and A Court of Silver Flames were my 2 favorites.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because I started listening to A Court of Mist and Fury on audiobook, and I think I listened to most of it, and then I was like, okay, I need to listen to Silver Flames, and then hopefully I'm gonna want to read again, which I think it's working. I think it's slowly working. Yeah. I'm only into, like, the part where she starts training. Okay. But, like, it was, like, the first time I read it, it was so, like, motivational somehow for me. And which, it's funny because I saw a Reddit thing that was, like, how many of you guys started, like, working out after you read this book? And it's, like, a big thing that, like, people literally, like, change their entire lifestyle after reading this book. And I also was on, like, a workout kick, like, last October when I read it. And yeah, I am on my workout grind again, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, this is where we're supposed to be. I just need to only read this book, apparently.
Yeah. But no, that's me. I am not a huge fitness girly. I never have been. Well, I mean, I ran cross country in high school. I do like to run, but I've never been a gym girl. And I will go through phases of working out every day, and I'm like, I gotta do this. Yeah. And then I completely stop.
Yep. I'm on, like, a Pilates, like, YouTube plan right now.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's fun, but
I want to get into Pilates.
Well, when did we start calling floor exercises Pilates? Is my
right.
question.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's literally just like
no, I'm just doing stuff on the mat, like crunches and stuff. I'm like, what is
okay? So
Pilates?
This is Pilates.
Yeah. So it sounds fun, but it's like, okay, what are we doing, guys?
But
it's a little. It's like you can do it at your house, which is great for me because I hate going to the gym.
Oh, you will never catch me.
No. So that's fun. But yeah, I just wondered if you were into audiobooks because that's what I've been.
Yeah, I have all the subscriptions, Audible, I do Kindle
I just did
Unlimited.
the Spotify Premium. They have like free ones. They have all of the ACOTAR books for free. They have.
I didn't know that.
Cancel your subscription because they have like all of the popular book talk books for free.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a better deal too, because Audible is like $13 a month, and you only get one book.
What?
So it's like, okay,
you do only get a certain number of listening minutes.
Okay.
But it's still like most of a book, I feel like. It's still a lot per month. And then it resets every month and it just comes with your subscription. So
okay.
I guess if any of you guys don't know about that yet.
Noted. Alright. We gotta wrap this up.
Yep.
Plug yourself.
Okay.
Plug everything. I'm gonna have her Instagram up on the screen so you guys can, and everything in the description, all that stuff, all that fun stuff. But tell us here.
Okay, well, my business account for my nails is Nails by Audrey Ann. My personal is byeaudrey, B-Y-E, Audrey. I do drops for press-ons every third Sunday, 10 a.m. And yeah, it was so fun being here.
Yay,
this is so exciting.
You did so great, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, I will catch you next week. And this has been a love letter from Lakeland. Bye.